Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Angst, but you can call me Katie. We're chillin' on Blockade3D, the Russian-made free-to-play online game platform found on Steam for Windows only. If you watched the last video on the survival version, I went on a little bit of a tangent about Windows and Apple, and it was just a short tangent. I could probably make a 20-minute video on it, but I digress. I won't do that, because that would be mean. But this is the last video we're going to be doing for the Indie Unknown Uncommon game feature. Again, I still don't have a title for this thing. This is the last one we're doing on Blockade because this is their last version. If they do anything seasonal, I'll probably bring another video into the playlist for them. And I may even do kind of like a daily vlog sort of thing while playing in versus mode or zombie mode, because those are my favorites. I may even hang out and have a chat with my friends while playing if they're entertaining too, which most of them are. Shout out to my friends, you guys are kind of cool. And I appreciate you guys watching and sharing my stuff and liking, subscribing. It's been kind of comforting to see, because I'm still growing. Well, I mean, it's perpetual to be growing on a YouTube channel. But once again, this isn't about my life, or me in general. This is about a pretty cool game that I think deserves to be seen more and to be played more. The people who own, run, operate this game, they're amazing. They're not the quickest when it comes to solving a problem, like a hacker, but they're great at patching issues and putting up sales. They always have a sale going during some kind of holiday season. It's really cool. I don't often see a lot of companies, I mentioned this before, I don't see a lot of companies who take advantage of the weird holidays like Halloween. They had a sale on Halloween. They had a gift box for Halloween. That was really cool. I wish more companies would do that on their games. I don't see it in games that wouldn't normally have it. Like if you play horror, you're probably going to get something on Halloween. If you play Santa's Crazy Workshop, there's probably going to be a special update every Christmas. That kind of stuff makes sense. But a standard game like this, I really appreciate the amount of effort that gets put in. And I want to get that all out now because we're playing the last feature and I may not get a chance to mention it later on in any other videos I do. If I do more with Blockade, I would like to, but it's not very entertaining when it's just one person. It's more fun to hop into a call with a few other players, people you know, people you don't know, and just hang out. But if you do hop into calls with people you don't know, I highly suggest your photo on whatever thing you use, like I use Skype, I highly suggest your photo not be of you so you can protect your identity, and don't list your actual location. I know I sound like your mom. I'm telling you to be safe on the internet, and that's lame, but meh. It's whatever. Just be careful. And probably don't get in Skype calls with people who don't speak the same language as you. Yeah. It's not a very fun way to play things. You're just going to end up screaming at each other and not understanding. They'll probably be talking about Russian vodka. Who knows? There's a lot of Russians on these games. So, the tanks mode. This is the last one, ladies and gentlemen. Tanks mode is an interesting little creature. If you watched all of these, you noticed at one point I said there were a few weapons you cannot use outside the tanks mode. The AT, mine, is for tanks. The rocket right here under vehicles is for tanks. Those two are specifically for this mode. I just simply suggest that this RPG and this RKG are used in this mode. I don't think they're useful anywhere else. I truly don't. I'm sure the mortars could be interesting on this map. I've never tried it. And I don't have any paid for tanks, so I have to use the standard one. You spawn into this little square, as you can see. And there's snow falling because we're in the Christmas mode. This game is fantastic. You walk up to a tank, you press the F key, and you gotta kind of use your arrow keys. I think you can also use WASD. I'm a strict arrow keys person. I don't like WASD. I know, you're looking at me like I'm crazy and it's blasphemy, but it's not, I promise. I just truly don't understand why you would map something like that when you have arrow keys that are made to do that. I don't know. Your goal in this map is kind of hard to explain. That mini-map is super tiny, and it's way in the corner, so it's hard to see. But your goal is to get across the map, killing the other players' tanks, killing the other players. You can do all the above. I think I'm being shot at. I can't tell. There are other tanks. They're all on top of me. Now, tanks that are red while your tank is red, they're on your team. Players who are red, they're on your team. Blah blah blah. Self-explanatory. Easy stuff. If it's blue and you're on red, that means that it's not your team and you want to shoot it down as a tank. I just watched a player die and I still can't see from what. Oh, there's. I just killed a human with my tank. That's part of being a tank. I just killed another human with my tank. And another. Now, as a tank, you have to kind of pick your battles carefully. Because if you fire too frequently, you actually won't be able to fire. But if you're careful, you can fire relatively frequently. I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm on my first tank of life. I don't know why I'm that buzzing occurs. I think it means that I'm being fired at. Yeah, it means that another person is firing something hefty at me. That hasn't actually happened to me before. I never managed to get shot out. And if you paid attention, it's so hard to cross the maps. I'm not joking. It's generally just this challenging. It takes a lot of effort to cross. And shooting other tanks is a bit of a challenge. Ooh! I just made it explode! That was cool. I want to do it again. I like Boom. Boom is cool. That looks like a player standing there, but I've shot at him twice and he didn't die. I wonder if that was a glitch from me exploding the tank. Oh man, it looks like it may have been. That's hilarious. I love it. I want to make stuff go boom. I'm such a big kid. I love explosions and bad jokes and just everything. It's fantastic. Oh man. Getting down these hills is rough. You go a little faster when you're not trying to climb. But you gotta climb, because that's how you get around. I don't know why my tank randomly stopped making noise. That was weird. Oh, the lobby's lagged. That makes sense. So as you can see, nobody's moving. This happened in another video. I'm not sure if it's one that I set for post, but that usually means that you gotta close out the game and come back. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Welcome back. You didn't go anywhere, I went somewhere, but you know, it's whatever. Alright, so we had to restart. That's what you guys didn't see. And back in. There are no tanks right here. That's weird. There's usually a tank chilling. I want to see if I can find one. I see one. Let's go make stuff explode, guys. Let's go. Boom. These tanks look like they've seen some shit. They're like, yeah, I was in the war. You could, like, help me by breaking the tree. No? I'll break all the trees for myself. This is hard to do. Being a tank is a bit of a chore. That means I'm being targeted. That really annoying buzz. It means another tank or a person like that has targeted me. They gotta target you for a good enough amount of time to make your tank not be alive, basically. Now, I'm gonna try to make it to another tank. I should really be walking around with a gun, not a block. There was... guy... over there... Now, when you're not in a tank, this is basically like Versus. Except it's a really big map, and it's super duper open, and it's easy to get lost. I'm blue, and I'm getting shot. Oh! We killed each other at about the same time. I love when that happens. And I'm not kidding, it's actually pretty funny. Alright, we want to get to the center. So I want to be in the center. I am the center of everything. And then after that, we'll probably have to, like, wrap up. I know, I didn't aim at the head after I went on and bloody on about aiming at the head. Oh shoot, they saw me. I still haven't figured out that weapon, and I've been trying to for so long. I got shot by a tank. But that's pretty much how it goes. The tank is gonna win if it shoots you. There's no way around that. There's not a whole lot else to show with the tanks mode. There are some really cool maps. There's one that looks like a city, and I end up in that one quite often, if we're being completely honest. And I don't mind it. It's a pretty map. A lot of these maps have a ton of effort built in, and it's very clear that people made this game with a lot of detail. I know the graphics are awful. Nobody said they were great. But it was well thought out. And I know this map's been like half destroyed by being played on. But they all start out and they're very interesting. I like it. I can appreciate good quality even in the shittiest of graphics. For those of you who don't know, I had a very awful laptop. It was a phenomenal piece of machinery. I just asked it to do things that it couldn't do. And that happens. Never force your machine to do anything that it's not built for, though. It's really not suggested. This game can basically be run on anything. If you've got like Windows 95, I'm sure you could be running this. It may not be in the requirements for running, but that old of computer has enough brain power to do it. I would bet on it. It's a cool game. The entire Blockade3D experience is very, very interesting to me. It's so phenomenal to play. There's tons of people from all over the world. I've made friends across several different countries. I've got friends from Ireland. I've got friends from South Africa. I've got a few friends in the UK that play. I even have a Canadian friend. I know, Canadians game. Yeah, they game. But it's a great way to make friends, even if it's just online. And online friends are incredibly valuable. And this game, despite being free, I would say has a nice value. But that's going to be it for this episode, and that will be it for the Blockade featuring the Indie Unknown Uncommon series just on Blockade. I'll do this on a few other games as I see them. But that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next series. I'll see you guys in the next video. And bye!